What's going on, guys? I hope all is well. My name is Rico. I appreciate you guys for checking out this video. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I wanted to talk today about 3 common ways that money can be made from the stock market. There are some more ways, but I'm going to just talk about these 3 ways on today. So the first way is capital gains. And what I mean by capital gains is when someone buys an investment and that investment goes up in price. So this is the most common way that people think about stocks, meaning when you buy a stock and then that stock rises up in value and then you sell that stock for a profit. That's what I mean by capital gains. And for example, you buy a stock of Apple for $100. And say, for example, that stock rises up to $150. So you can go into your brokerage account and be able to sell that stock at a profit for $50. That's $50 in capital gains. And this is the most, common way people think about stocks is just, you buy a stock and then it goes up in value and, you reap the profit. So this is a great way to be able to invest in your favorite company or invest in companies that you like to be able to capitalize off of them. And this is a powerful way to invest because you are able to, really reap the benefits of a company doing well. If there's a established company that does well, or if it's a new industry and you get in at a good price, you're able to take advantage of the growth of that company. So this is a great way to get started in the stock market because you can buy the company and then you can hold the company hopefully for a long time and be able to really reap the benefits of the company doing well and having great balance sheets and having great earnings. So capital gains is a great way to be able to make money in the stock market. Just buying a stock and then that stock goes up in value. The second way is dividends. So just like the first option that we talked about, you can buy a stock, but with some companies offer dividends. And basically a dividend is basically a way for the company to reward the investors, because dividends are a great way because if a company is doing well, for example, they are making a profit and they're making great earnings, a lot of times they like to reward the investors from the great performance of the company. And so what they would do at the end of each quarter, they will pay a dividend to the investor. So usually this is done by more established companies. You won't see new companies do this, or because new companies are not making a profit. They are new companies, they're young, so they're trying to keep all of their profits and just be able to reinvest those funds. But you will see this more with more established companies that are making money, that are making great earnings, they have a great balance sheet. Companies, for example, we think of that's been around for a long time, Coca-Cola or Pepsi, those type of companies that have the money to be able to pay to pay investors. Typically, companies pay a dividend at the end of each quarter. So let's say, for example, a company has a dividend of $1, and say that you have 10 shares of the company. So meaning at the end of the quarter, if you do $1 times 10 shares, that means you will get a $10 payout for your dividend payout. So it typically means that for the amount of shares you have, you get a dividend payment for each share. So obviously it'll be wonderful if you have a lot of shares of a company, so you can be able to reap more benefits and to reap more dividends. So this is a powerful method, especially if you're a person who just has a lot of shares of a company. You can really make passive income, because you just holding the actual stock, and you being able to get that payout every quarter. And that's usually is every quarter for most companies. You do have some companies that pay twice a year, but most of the time you get a payout at the end of every quarter. So this is a great way, like I stated, to make passive income and to really be able to make some money with a company who is doing well. The third way to make money from the stock market is to buy options. So options is basically a bet, essentially. It's a bet that basically states that you are betting that this stock either goes up or you are betting that the stock goes down. And you have something called a call option. With a call option, you are betting that the stock goes up. With a put option, you are betting that the stock goes down. And basically with a stock option, it gives you the right and not the obligation to buy a stock or sell a stock at a certain price. And with a stock option, for example, you may be betting that, hey, this stock is currently at $15. Hey, I bet that this stock is going to get to $20 or more. So say, for example, the stock gets to $25. So say, for example, the stock gets to $25. You put in a call option to, stating that, hey, it's going to get to $20. So it surpassed that. So you have two options. Either you can exercise the option, which means that you have the right to be able to buy that stock at $20, which is good because you can buy that $20 and the stock is currently at $25. So you are getting it at a discount. So you can do that. Or what a lot of people do is they sell the contract, because if you have an option contract and it surpasses or it gets in the money, for example, meaning it meets your goal, then you can sell the contract at a higher price. So I do have another video explaining that, and you have to kind of go more in depth with that. But this is a great way to be able to make money whether the stock market is doing good or down, because the first option or the first way to make money, what we mentioned earlier, buying a stock and it goes up in value, buying a stock and it goes up in value. Like sometimes the stock market won't go up, because you have bear markets. So in order to capitalize off the stock market, you could be able to get into options, which gives you a way to be able to make money whether the stock goes up or whether the stock goes down. So those are the three common ways that you can make money in the stock market. So the stock market is a great way to be able to build wealth. And it's a great way to be able to capitalize off the growth of these different companies, the growth of just the overall world, because the world is changing. And as the world changed, these businesses are getting better and they're making more money. So you can definitely capitalize off the stock market to be able to build generational wealth. So I just wanted to share that. And I hope this was really good for you, and as far as giving you an introduction on how you can make money in the stock market. So definitely hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who needs to hear this. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.